And so our lovely conqueror of demon is almost back after having a bit of fun flying Hu Tao's kite for Zhongli. And while it has been quite a long time since Xiao was released, and there has been quite a lot of changes towards him ever since as well, definitely regarding his power level as well as all the team builds that he has currently, which is why today we have a very special video looking into whether or not Xiao is still pretty much a worth it character for you to pull, especially in terms of constellations if you are deciding to invest further into him. So those of you who are interested in Xiao and further down in your Xiao main path can have a very updated idea of what's going on. But before we jump into the video guys, I just want to thank today's video sponsor Tokyo Treats and Sakuraco. So Tokyo Treats and Sakuraco are Japanese subscription box services that offer snacks all the way from Japan right to your doorsteps. All their boxes contains a cultural guides booklet that tells you everything you need to know about what's inside the box, as well as the information about the snack's history, origins, ingredients, and other fun facts. So for Tokyo Treats, who's a monthly pop Japanese snack subscription box, you will get up to 20 of the latest exclusive limited edition and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that are only available in Japan for a limited term. So love is in the air as Valentine's Day's approach guys, and Tokyo Treats have packed your favorite treats into the Be My Valentine box to celebrate and show your appreciation. It comes with this month's very unique Kit Kat strawberry shortcakes. This is absolutely a flavor that I have not seen from Kit Kat personally before, especially when I'm someone who loves strawberry. I'm so delighted that I get to try this Kit Kat flavors out, and the taste of it is absolutely to my likings, not too sweet, and you can definitely taste that bit of a soury strawberry within this Kit Kat. If you're also a strawberry fan like me, then there are even more strawberry milk candy for you to taste. Each of the candies has a tart strawberry outer shell, as well as a layer within it is going to be condensed milk, like a layer of a cake. Now if you're more of a fan of chocolate, then yes, Tokyo Treat this month have you covered as well, for it also comes with many types of dark chocolate that you can try. For example, this baked chocolate that has really unique cooking style guys, because it's kind of like a very dark chocolate cake. When you put it in your mouth, at first it feels like a candy, but after a bit it just melts in your mouth like you're having a chocolate cake, which is absolutely fun. But not only that, there's also a box of Cacao no Megumi filled with dark chocolate that is 60% dark to be exact. So there's so many different kinds of snacks for you to share with your Valentine, and I obviously can't wait to try out all of these snacks. Now Sakuraco is a monthly authentic Japanese snack subscription box. Sakuraco is supporting local Japanese snack maker. Each box comes with at least 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including Japanese teas and special Japanese tableware. Now Valentine's in Japan is not just about sweets, but it's also a celebration of shared connection, blending traditional and contemporary delights in a beautiful tale of love and unity. And yes, Sakuraco box theme this month is definitely just that. You can first indulge yourself with a bit of midi hot rare. When this snacks, I believe is very unique guys. It's basically kind of like cracker sticky rice that is flavored to be a little bit salty, but tastes really good all the same as well. Perfect if you are having a little bit of tea on your side, which of course every Sakuraco box usually have. Or if you love dorayaki, then this month's peach flavor will definitely have you covered as well. I always love dorayaki that usually comes in Sakuraco box because it is one of my favorite snack. If you're into a bit more softer things, then definitely you will enjoy the refreshing flavor of these daifuku, where the strawberries are expertly kneaded into the soft rice cake. They are pleasantly sweet and very easy to have with some tea. Or if you are a bit more of a sweet tooth and usually really like gummies, then yes, Sakuraco box this month have some grape gummies for you to try out. Not too sweet and very flavored with grapes for you to enjoy with your friends and families. And also in every single one of Sakuraco box, my favorite part would definitely be to enjoy the extra art craft that usually go with it. And this month they're giving me a Kiko plate, a pretty small and very well crafted plate that I can now add to my collections of Japanese tableware. I really enjoy all the tableware items that Sakuraco will send me because I really like Japanese items. Thank you so much Tokyo Treat and Sakuraco for sponsoring this video. Now they gave me a coupon code to share with you all so you can experience these snacks for yourself. For more information guys, check my description box as my pinned comment to get access to the link with the coupon code. Now, back when Xiao was released, he was considered to be the highest damaging hypercarry of the time because, well, first of all, there weren't too many DPSs back then to be competing with Xiao, and of course, back then, Ganyu and Xiao were basically considered to be the best DPS in the game, but especially with his very unique gameplay of focusing on plunging attack, Xiao would come to be a very much popular character. And just as someone who had Xiao all the way back since patch 1.3, wow, mentioning the number 1 feels like a very long time ago, but I definitely have went through that experience together with Xiao. However, as the patches go on, especially after we go to Inazuma where there are a lot more DPSs, and of course once we arrive to Sumeru, the hypercarry roster is just now so competitive that Xiao actually fell a lot behind, especially when the fact that he's a Nemo character that can't really benefit too much in terms of elemental reactions, and Xiao only became quite a bit more valuable until Faruzan actually was introduced not that long ago, because yes, absolutely Faruzan is still now the most important support character on any of the hypercarry and Nemo DPS's team, that Faruzan actually saved Xiao quite a bit and made him into having access to a lot better team. But once again, his team still couldn't really compete with the best team out there in Genshin currently, because of course there were, you know, all of those dendro reaction teams that goes around, like Aggravate, Hyper Bloom, even Nulu Bloom team was really powerful. The Xiao team was quite hard to compete. But then now that we're already in patch 4.4, how have Xiao actually changed since then? Because again, it has been quite some time, and yes, of course there are specific reasons why we're talking about Xiao at this point in time, because yes, there are a few significant changes toward him. First of all, I would say is the addition of Furina in patch 4.2. Now, the reason why Furina was such a powerful character that helped Xiao a lot is because first of all, she helps to be an off-field sub-DPS character on Xiao team, which usually Xiao would really appreciate somebody like that, but moreover, she has access to really good overall team buff that other than Faruzan and Bennett that we've got before, we didn't really have any other too good of a buffer that Xiao could have access to. The one that was really good that can compete alongside with Furina would have been Kazuha, however he doesn't have access to a Nemo buff, or also a C4 Jin would have been a very good character, however since it is unlocked behind a C4 Jin, it was very expensive. Furthermore, the innate ability of Xiao decreasing his HP would be very beneficial for Furina to be able to increase the buff stack a lot easier, which is why Furina is a very welcome character when it is on a Xiao team. Now, that's not the only thing that has given a huge change to Xiao, because yeah, I'm pretty sure all of us have aware for the current point I'm talking about in this video as well, Xian Yun is still available, and yes, Xian Yun is basically the best supporting character for Xiao as well as Faruzan right next to toe, to be able to change Xiao team into a much more competitive team in the current meta. With the addition of Xian Yun as well as Furina being on Xiao's team, things have changed quite a lot for Xiao, and it feels a lot better to play him currently, especially with the fact that his damage number is now a lot higher as well. So to basically kind of demonstrate to you how good Xiao currently is in the current patch, I think it's going to be easier for me to kind of have a comparison between Xiao's old team to showcase it to you whether or not if there's going to be a difference and how big of a difference it actually is when you have the new support character on Xiao's team, so that you can kind of know how good Xiao is currently even after there are so many changes already. So this demonstration, I'll be using the old Xiao team that features Xiao, Faruzan, Bennett, as well as a flex sub DPS character that usually might be character like, you know, Fischl. With the current Xian Yun being added, another team that competes would be Xiao, Faruzan, Xian Yun, and Fischl. So let's see how well those two teams goes up to each other.
Dare to mess with me, truth reveal.
So as you can see, the team with Xian Yun have cleared our frog friend here quite a lot faster. And if you did realize, the only character I changed was Bennett into Xian Yun. And so the Xian Yun team was able to clear pretty much in one rotation only, while our old team basically kind of needed almost like a 2 rotation. So to demonstrate to you a little bit further, I'll be using kind of like my newest personal Xiao team that features Xiao, Farzan, Xian Yun as well as Furina to go up with my previous Xiao team that usually have Xiao, Farzan, Bennett as well as a flex, and usually I have my Yai Miko because she is actually on higher constellations, so that she fits into a pretty good sub DPS slot.
Shower me with praise. Let the world come on. Dare to mess with me, truthfully.
Strike cloud converge. Inconsequent. Skyward. Disappear. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here. Foreign.
Years of the storm. Let my name echo in song.
Seize the skies. Evil conquering. Worthless. Worthless. Here.
Right now, emerge. Right now, years of the storm. A sight to behold. Emerge. Everybody stand back.
Useless. Evil conquering. Here. Worthless. Here. Here. Worthless. Here.
Right now, right here, right now. Truth repeats itself. Teamwork is strength.
Lament. Shut it.
Right here. Right.
The day is
And while, as you can see, our new Xiao team has a pretty good time with the first floor of the Abyss. The clear time was decently good too, and everything was quite comfortable coming into energy regeneration, as well as sub DPS power, and yes, his damage output as well was very good. But as you can see from my previous team, I had quite a lot of trouble with the first chamber already. Keep getting killed when it goes into these kind of like the second phase of the first chamber, because those guys really do hit hard, and Bennett's healing wasn't able to heal fast enough to clear it, leading to Xiao dying quite a lot of time. Plus overall, even if we were able to clear, Xiao team would definitely wouldn't be able to clear it as fast as our newest team. So overall, the experience with the newest Xiao team is very comfortable. Plus it definitely helps you to do a lot more damage as well. So overall, it is a very good feeling for Xiao. And so we've already discussed quite a lot with everything up until this point. Now we move on to basically the most important question of the video, and that's going to be whether or not Xiao is still worth pulling. And here's going to be my very honest answer, guys, is that if you don't have Xiao at this point in time and you are thinking about pulling for him, then unless you really like Xiao, I would not recommend you to pull for him as your hyper carry, because the main reason is that his team is super duper expensive, right? I would say that his team is pretty much set in stone with very little changes at this point in time, because you need a Farzan and ideally a C6 Farzan. On other words, usually that equals to a C2 5-star in terms of pulls, plus you would want at least a C0 Xian Yun. While of course the good thing right now is that Farzan and Xian Yun is on the same banner, which is why I recommend it unless you are really liking Xiao. You wouldn't really want to invest, but overall, if you are really into Xiao, this is, I would say, the only best time that you could see to invest into Xiao as well, because I don't know if the next time Xian Yun coming back, there's going to be a Farzan on her banner. So yes, this time around, it is basically the best chance for you to also pull if you really are into Xiao. But not to mention as well, you would love to have a Furina on Xiao's team because of how valuable Furina overall actually is. So yes, there's going to be a lot of pools to prepare on your side. But all of that can also be covered with pretty much a C0 Neuvillette. That is a pretty huge thing to consider as well, because as we've known, Neuvillette is basically one of, if not the best character in terms of DPS output wise in the game currently. He's just so good with everything that he does. You only need to have him at a C0 F2P weapon and he pretty much already obliterated everything, especially in the Abyss. And his team is very cheap to build as well. You don't actually need a shield for him even if he is at a C0. I personally have a C0 Neuvillette and I always use him in the Abyss without a shield. And yes, not to mention his cheap team building too, which is why even though Xiao DPS level has been increased with all of the buff that he has, but overall on a personal damage level, he still lacks quite a bit when compared with some of the higher tier DPS character out there. However, once again, that is only goes to say that if you are more or less focused on in terms of the meta, or if you guys are lacking in pretty much a hyper carry on your account and you don't have access to a lot of pools to do, so that's where the huge consideration when it comes to Xiao is going to go in. Because once again, I do have to admit that Xiao team is very expensive. Yes, even for me, I'm trying to get a C6 Farazan and she is still nowhere to be seen after hitting her C5. So knowing that in mind regarding to Xiao, I know that many of us do already have Xiao on your account and might be wondering whether or not you should be pulling on his constellations to actually invest more into Xiao, because for example, you really do love Xiao and you really want to invest into him. And I would say it's that I don't recommend you to invest into Xiao personal constellations if you want to have him do more damage, because first of all, Xiao constellation is quite literally one of the worst constellations in the game. For the only good thing I can see in terms of Xiao cons is going to be overall his C6. Other constellations is just going to buff minimal damage onto him. We only have like another charge level of his E skill charge at C1, which is not really that good. Other than that, you know, C3 and C5 buff, if I remember correctly, his E skill talent as well as his burst talent level buffing is going to be a little bit beneficial. But overall, like guys, you're investing a little bit too much into constellation, trying to increase his damage, but actually it's not that much unless you're at, you know, at a C6 level. But it's also locked behind requiring Xiao being in an AoE situations. So if you want to invest into Xiao damage capability, the two best thing that I would recommend you to do is first of all get a C6 Farazan. That's kind of like a very important thing for you to do. And secondly is going to be you investing into a C2 Xianyun. And wow, very good luck to you is that once again Farazan is also on Xianyun banner, and as I have mentioned, a C6 4-star character generally equals to a C2 5-stars, which is why this is the perfect time for you to invest into Xianyun's banner if you are really want Xiao. Other than that, usually Xiao would love to have, you know, kind of like a Jade Spear. So if you can get a Jade Spear, that would be really good. But if you do get access to Staff of Homa once, you know, I don't know when Hu Tao is going to return, Staff of Homa is generally going to be Xiao's best in slot. So overall, those are kind of like the thing that you want to invest into Xiao if you want to hit more of his damage capability, or otherwise I wouldn't really recommend you to go for his personal constellations. So guys, those I would say are going to be everything I have to say towards Xiao currently. If you did enjoy the video and really do love Xiao guys, do support me and high plunge that subscribe button so that you have a lot more good luck in order to pull for Xiao if you are trying to pull for him, or Xianyun if you are investing more into Xiao. If you have any question guys, just leave it down in the comment sections and I or some other lovely Genshin player will get to you there. Also guys, I do have some updated character build like Farazan's as well as Xiao build right here. So if you are interested into looking further developing their team, be sure to check out those builds as I'm sure it will be very valuable to you. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me till this part of the video guys. And with that, I wish you a super day and we'll catch you on my next video.